Hello, my friends on YouTube. What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thanks for clicking and joining and watching and subscribing and following and commenting and all of the following things that everybody begs for on every YouTube video that you've seen before. They all help with the channel, and the whole idea is that the better the channel gets, the more content we can make. There's only so much any of us can do on a 9-to-5 job. Everything else that we do on media doesn't pay a cent. So welcome to 2024. I just wanted to go over some of the basics of my room here. I'm sure that something is going to get copywritten, but it's drum and bass, and typically drum and bass doesn't get copywritten, so I'm going to play my favorite genre for you. So let me just go around the room and get the equipment out of the way. So it's a Rotel RC 1590 Mark II. Not very good lighting in here, but 1590 Mark II. That is a CD11 tribute, as you can see there. These are the Arundel 1723 THX towers in satin white. They are connected to the Rotel RMB 1555 5-channel. You can see there in the back. That's a 5-channel. I've got the speakers bi-amplified. No particular reason why. I've got some makeshift cable risers there. You guys can inbox me and send me messages on Instagram or whatever. Ask me about those. I was going to keep them a secret, but you know what? Whatever. It's 2024. I'm not going to pretend like there aren't better options for things. So let's go over the updates. As you guys know, you guys have probably seen these panels before everywhere. Half a dozen or 50 different people on YouTube use these panels in sound isolation, and some of these. So these are not attached yet. I got to still trying to figure out the pattern. These have been on the wall for a while. I am using double-sided tape to hold them on the wall. So that's how they're stuck on the wall primarily. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see that I've actually applied just today in the gaps. I put vinyl tape in here so you can't see the air gaps between the tiles. So there's a vinyl tape that I just put on. You scroll over to the other side here. As you can see on this wall, you can see these gaps. I don't have the tape applied yet. So that's some of the updates for the room. Is today I put the vinyl tape on the tiles because, you know, I need to do a little bit better there. I didn't want to have these gaps showing through the walls and the tiles, and when you go up to the ceiling, they get even bigger because the tiles are hanging on the weight. So that's what I'm doing, is applying white vinyl tape between the tiles. Try to clean it up a little bit. I need to do a little bit on the front there as well as above my head. So yeah, that's the first update, one small step at a time. Another update that I want to do, these are metal plates. These plates will be going underneath the speakers. As you can see, I already have a set of discs that are underneath the spikes. It's very far away with a poor zoom, excuse my camera. So yes, I already have some there. I was able to grab these. You can see that's got that same laser cutout. So I was able to grab these from a supply. I'm going to treat them, paint them white, put them underneath. And people may ask, well, why do you need bigger ones? Those look pretty big enough. Well, I got them, so why not use them? That's really the only excuse I have, is I just want to have them bigger. There's no reason. Otherwise, I might be able to use them on the top of the chassis. You know that you've seen some of these systems, they have a bag or a plate or an anti-vibration, a mass damper of some kind on top of the chassis. So like when the bass is in this room, it's not a very big room, it might move the chassis a little bit. Now, I don't know if that really affects the electronics, but that's the purpose of those anti-vibration things and stands. And this is hollow, so this vibrates. So everything is going, you know what I mean? It's going to be moving with the air. So does it actually make a difference to the electronics? I don't know that I'd ever be able to hear it. But that's another reason why I have heavy plates, so I can actually use them in a place like that. Also, I have quite a number of them there. So it would be really nice to have the same stands on all of my amplifiers and speakers across the front, so it's all kind of the same. I know that this video is cluttered. I have a lot of stuff on the go. I've got old speakers and stickers and boxes and cables. I'm still in the middle of everything. So this is not like a cleaned and trimmed production on a TV channel. This is YouTube. This is the production that we do. Everything is a little bit messy because I still have stuff to do. I'm not done. So, amplifiers. I did mention amplifiers. The 1555 is doing its job while I have them bi-wired, bi-amplified, because there's 5 amp channels that are in here, but they're all feeding off the same power supply. So, what's the next step? Getting 2 monoblocks from Musical Fidelity. I decided on Musical Fidelity based on their specs. Parasound was a close second. I've looked at other companies like Emotiva and PS Audio and Moon Audio, although they're very expensive. And the best of all worlds, based on some opportunities that I have and relationships that I've been building, Rotel has been amazing for me. The preamp is still doing it amazing. It's got 2 sets of XLR outs, which is going to be suitable for monoblocks. Now, PS Audio, the M700s are the Class D type of sound that I was thinking about because there's less heat output. However, the specs are not quite as impressive as some other options from Musical Fidelity. Now, the Musical Fidelity makes an M8 700M monoblock, and those are the kind of chassis that I'm looking for. The specs look amazing. The gain looks great. The total harmonic distortion looks great. All their numbers look great. The capacitance inside the amp is great. Their aesthetic suits what I'm going to be using here. So I may be aiming for that. You may ask, well, why not go with Rotel since I have Rotel systems and whatever? Well, the sad part is Rotel makes stereo amps that are very large. I think there's a 1590 amp. I believe it's a 1590 amp. It's a 2-channel, 350 watts per channel stereo chassis, which I could do, but the monoblock option for Rotel, you have to step up to Michi. And the Michi monoblock amps are about 10,000 each. That is not inside my budget to get, so I'm gonna have to lay off that. Even the stereo Michi amp for both speakers is about $10,000. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach that high this year, but Musical Fidelity amps are in and around the 4,000 mark each, puts it about 8, which is less for monoblocks, and monoblocks have that stereo separation. So I think I'm going to go with the monoblocks from Musical Fidelity, given the scenario that I have presented in front of me. So that's basically some of the updates for the system. This room, this tribute space for my mom, and it's all in white because white is a decoration option that she always enjoyed and loved, and I think she'd be horrified with how absolutely scattered everything is in here right now. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. I need a lot of time to get this dialed in right, but that's the way this stuff goes, right? I'm in a rental apartment. I can't make anything really permanent, so everything is double-sided tape or command strips. Let me zoom in and see if I can show you how the curtains are hung. Bear with me. There you go. So these are just hung with command strips, and the lights are just looped inside of the command strips all the way around the room. It's pretty cool. The zoom on this camera. This is the Samsung S23 camera, by the way. So it's a temporary room, and as you all know, in any kind of dedicated space or an attempt to dedicated space, you need to just keep working at it, a little thing at a time. If you work a 9-to-5 job, if you have a family, you have kids to take care of, you have family members to take care of, a wife or spouse to take care of, if you're involved in any kind of business, you know that you work long hours, you have very little time to actually dedicate to this kind of thing. I imagine there's more people in the world that have a space that look like this rather than you see like professionally installed and finished theaters and all that kind of stuff that they would have you believe. Like, of course it can look like that if you have the time and the money and the whatever to put it together. But I believe they're in the minority. This is probably more common. A messy space with all kinds of media devices that you need. You're in the middle of a project. Sometimes you just want to sit down and listen to music, and that's the reason why we're doing it. We just want to sit down and enjoy the music and have some fun. So there it is, 2024. I welcome everybody to comment, feedback, stay with the journey. If you're not subscribed and you find it interesting, you can do that. You could just write a comment. That would be nice. Tell me why you don't subscribe. If you watch it from a TV or a device, or you're not signed in when you see or find this video, try to reach out to me some other way. Maybe Instagram, same name, Facebook, the same name. Let me know if you've made it this far, if you've seen this video and you can't comment on YouTube. Reach out to me in some other way. Let me know what your feedback is on YouTube in general, reason why you don't subscribe or how you find videos. What you would love to see more on YouTube in general, not just from me, but from every other person, audio related. And what you're doing in terms of your audio system. Are you in DIY? Are you custom installing? Do you own a home? Are you renting? Lastly, pinky swear. Lastly, let me know what some of the struggles are. Why is a room like this not possible for you? What are some of the complications preventing you from enjoying a system in your space? Is it a rental? Do you share a room? Is there a noise factor? Is it too much? Does it cost too much? What are the things that are preventing you from enjoying a system not like this? This is overkill. There's a lot going on here. Separate preamp, separate power amp, you know what I mean? Like, these are top of the line towers. Really don't need to go to this extent to get great sound. You could have smaller bookshelves with stands. You could do an integrated amp in the front of the room that has streaming built in. There are lots and lots of options. But let me know any of the reasons that make your journey difficult. What are some of the things that are preventing you from enjoying it? And let's have a discussion about that. I think 2024 is the year that we get everybody involved and we try to present an option for people to do more about their audio and music systems. There's so much music available, whether you're still buying CDs like I am. I went to the store the other day and got a whole stack full of them. I have CDs that I still love because sometimes streaming just doesn't have the option. As much as I enjoy streaming, and we have all kinds of devices that do streaming options, sometimes it's not the best. So anyways, let me know. Thank you for watching this far. I hope you enjoy the room. This is built sort of to show off for entertainment purposes. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. But if you like it, let me know. This is just my vision to create a tribute space for my mom who passed away, and I think that she would really love this. And that's all that really matters to me. It's not about who doesn't like it or who likes it. It's built as a tribute for her, and I'm comfortable when I come in here, and it's just nice if other people like it too. So anyhow, that's it for me. Welcome to 2024. Thank you for watching, and comment if you can, and reach out to me in some other way if you can, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, YouTube. Be nice out there. I'll see you in the next time.